Hello, everyone. There was a video that I was trying to make for you guys, but the actual video part of me didn't show up at all. My apologies. I had no idea that it wasn't going to work out. But I need to tell you guys about this glycolysis, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. What was I talking about? Here we go. So here's how glycolysis works. We have glucose, which has 6 carbons. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we start with glucose. You put all 6 of your carbons together. This is glucose. So glycolysis goes like this, glycolysis. So what's going on during glycolysis is we break glucose, which has 6 carbons, into 2 molecules of pyruvates, which each have 3 carbons. So this is a pyruvate, this is a pyruvate. They each have 3 carbons. So from 1 glucose, we can get 2 pyruvates out of it. This process is called glycolysis. We also release a little bit of energy, as you saw in the other video. And then we have the pyruvate processing is our second step. Pyruvate processing starts with pyruvates, our pyruvates as reactants, and then we process it. This is how we're processing. So we go from 3 carbons to 2 carbons. So each of the pyruvates, this is one pyruvate, right? This pyruvate will lose a carbon. And this carbon actually becomes carbon dioxide in your body, and you breathe it out. Okay, so that's where the carbon's going. And then we now form a 2-carbon molecule, and this 2-carbon molecule is called an acetyl-CoA. So pyruvate, glycolysis, and then we have pyruvate processing. So we went from 2 pyruvates to 2 acetyl-CoA, and each of these carbons lost became CO2. It's happening in your body right now. You're breathing out the carbon dioxide. As wonderful as it sounds. And then we have the Krebs cycle. So each of these acetyl-CoA, the 2 carbon molecules, will go through the Krebs cycle once. So we go Krebs cycle, okay? So really was the 2 acetyl-CoA, you go through the Krebs cycle twice, okay? So glycolysis, pyruvate processing, Krebs cycle, and then we have electron transport chains. Let me move this a little bit further away so you can see this whole action. This is how we do it. Glycolysis, pyruvate processing, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. So that'll help you remember the names of these processes and kind of what happens. So in the Krebs cycle, we process these acetyl-CoA and we release even more energy, which is fantastic, as you heard in the other video. And then we have the electron transport chain that provides a whole bunch of ATP, which is even better, right? Our whole goal of doing cell respiration is to make ATP from glucose so we can fuel our cells. If you look back into the PowerPoint, looking at the images, you can also see where these processes happen. So glycolysis happen inside the cytoplasm, actually outside of the mitochondria. And then pyruvate processing actually allows the pyruvate to travel inside the matrix of the mitochondria. And then the Krebs cycle happens inside the mitochondria, and the electron transport chain happens inside on the inner membrane of the mitochondria. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this makes a little bit more sense now. Once again, I apologize that the other video didn't have a video of me, going all animated. But hopefully you figured it out. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.